On the Alumni Gym court and on Garcelon Field this past spring, a pair of new fall sports head coaches made big strides with their respective teams at Bates. Volleyball head coach Emily Hayes is entering her second year at the helm of the program, but she only got about a month to prepare for her first season last year. So spring practice was huge.
Taking over this program is an adventure, and we take it one day at a time. It is one thing to come in August, and we don't even know each other's names yet, and we're trying to win volleyball games. But now we're able to really kind of take a step back and get to know each other and each other's stories and backgrounds.
On the gridiron, new Bates head coach Matt Coyne and his staff got to know 54 returning players from last year's squad. Coyne was hired in February from NESCAC rival Wesleyan University, and this is his first head coaching job. So the chance to meet everyone right away was key.
I met individually with every player and really didn't even talk about football. I think it was more about family, what drives them, what motivates them, to be able to find out how to push certain buttons to motivate and reach their full potential.
The NESCAC does not normally allow coaches to work with their teams during the off-season, but due to the pandemic severely curtailing practices for multiple seasons, that temporarily changed over the last year, and the Bobcats embraced the chance to work with their coaches right away. For the football team, that meant practicing with almost an entirely new coaching staff.
It's been awesome getting used to their system, they're really knowledgeable guys. It's really just a learning process, but I'm glad we get to meet with them and work with them before preseason, only a couple weeks before the season, so it's been good.
All NESCAC linebacker Tony Hooks echoes his teammates when he says that this spring was a much-needed crash course for the program.
We've been learning a lot. We have 5 practices so far, and we've learned more than I've learned in a long time here, and things just seem to be moving along really fast. Everyone's really excited. There's new life in the program, and I'm really excited to see what we can do in the fall.
The volleyball players describe the spring practices as more fun, but also more detail-oriented.
We've been doing a lot of small technical work, which I think we don't really have time for in the fall because preseason is only 2 weeks. So you're just working on game plays, team chemistry, and just connections with everyone. But now we get to really work on that nitpicky stuff, work on angles, platforms, all that work.
And Coach Hayes has already left a strong impression on the Bobcats.
She obviously cares about winning, but she cares about how you feel during your experience, because I have had difficult times in my volleyball career here and in the past, but she's really approachable about all that kind of stuff, and she really makes you feel comfortable in the program. And I seriously have never had a coach that cares as much as she does.
2 young coaches, 2 totally different sports, but one common theme: building toward what should be an exciting fall as they continue to put their stamps on their programs. For Bates Athletics, I'm Aaron Morse.